I've done my part.
Hey, Bazinski, I think I got something on that fine peace thing. I don't believe Barnabas was trying to guide you to a life of mindfulness and meditation. He's got a daughter called Peace. Peace Busara.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
You're only saying that because you've got hindsight.
Can ya, look her up?
On it. I think I got it. I found Peace Busara's blog.
What's a... Nah, never mind. What does it say?
Oh, well, the latest entry's pretty cryptic. It just says land beyond the forest and a bunch of numbers.
Is this some sort of
Okay,
puzzle?
these must be spatial coordinates. Tracking them down now.
Wait, you're doing the puzzle. Well, I should be doing... Actually, that's probably for the best
Man,
that you...
This is just like in the movies.
And I was right. She's in
The forest, or beyond it.
Formaris, Transylvania, Romania.
Well, well. Hey, here's an idea. Feel like visiting your ancestral home, Kerwin?
Are you kidding me? More than anything. But I'm hopelessly broke and...
Don't worry about it. Barnabas paid well.
Oh, I was gonna
and
say, I know where
wanna
there's a
see this
boat we
thing
might be
through.
able to... Wipe.
Awesome.
Found anything worth examining on your trip to Fishmouth?
Actually, yes. Barnabas called it Olmstein's sign. He apparently left it on purpose so that I could find it. Here it is. No idea what it means.
Oh.
It's that mysterious sign Buzz found back in Fishmouth. I should really use my newly acquired power on
I was planning to.
Flamel's abode.
Flamel's abode. Did I hear that right?
I think so. Does it ring a bell?
There's one famous Flamel I know of, and
Yes.
he's, well, was an alchemist. Looking it up.
Nicholas, I
Pretty useful
believe.
thingamabob, that laptop.
51 Rue de Montmorency, Paris, France. 14th century alchemist Nicolas Flamel's ancient home.
Alchemist, huh? Could tie into the whole balancing chaos thing.
We're traveling the
Alright,
entire world?
Looks like that's my destination.
European road trip. So, when do we leave?
Are we going separate ways, or are we going together? Also, I didn't get the chance to ask the questions that we
No
skipped
better
earlier.
time than now.
Radical.
Yeah, radical.
Tubular. I guess that answered Paris, chapter 4. Thank you for skipping the airport part.
And this was it. Paris. I stepped out of the downpour
Looks smaller
into
than I
Flamel's
was
hutch just
expecting.
in time. What followed was some kind of meteorological insanity. Hurricane Herbert baffled weathermen and struck anywhere in the world without warning. That was far from my biggest concern, though. You see, during the long cab ride from the airport, I'd taken some liberties with my walk dogs, what with the kind of march a gumshoe puts them through. Bumbled up in explaining to the obnoxious cabbie in my very approximate French that, no, I didn't want a detour to gawk the big old oil rig they planted downtown. Fate sucker punched me right in the gut.
Like,
I,
why is there a
left my
oil
shoes in
rig
the cab.
downtown?
There's
Eventually
a
I got
fishing
it.
hook just lying on the floor. I wonder how it got here.
It seems
Do
mildly
people
dangerous.
fish in Paris? I guess I'm an uncultured oaf. I'm not getting anything. Picked up this fishing hook. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure either.
Puzzle-based shenanigans. Paris, my goal is somewhere at the top of the stairs, but I can't just go wandering up there. I need someone to show me the way. Is that a way?
That's gotta be my destination, but I don't exactly know where I'm going.
Probably some upward direction,
I
I
need
would.
someone to show me upstairs. Don't know where I'm headed exactly.
This way, this way. So good to have you again.
It's an old portrait of, I guess, that Flamel fella. He's looking kinda surprised for some reason.
Wait, we can take it?
I guess people were all scraggly back then.
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Olmsted, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
Yes. Using the hunter's mark on the Flamel portrait revealed the assumed name Olmstein stayed here under Olmstev. I should confront Serge the concierge about it. Hey, spoilers! I didn't know there was a concierge named Serge.
I'm not hauling that around.
I was gonna say, could we just grab that?
Looks like a flyer about Nicholas Flamel. Nicholas Flamel, 1330 to 1418, was a French scrivener and a manuscript seller. He's supposed to have learned important alchemical secrets at some point during his life, feverishly pursuing esotericism from then on. Flamel is recorded as having resided in this building in what was then an attic. That's it. It's bored me to tears. Can't even see letters anymore.
Wow. That's harsh.
I'm not getting anything. This might prove useful at some point.
We've missed so many kitty-based observations. Sad.
I'm sorry, I can't read Ancientish.
I can't even see that there's letters up there.
It's probably Latin. That's as good a guess as any.
Hic habitat Flamilus.
That did not help. Must be the missus. She's got a fierceness to her.
It just sounds
if
like
there's
it's
pants
the
to be worn
habitat
around here, I bet
of
she's the one wearing them.
Flamel. In other words, where he lives.
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner. Allez!
No thanks. She's taken, and I got Cornelia. A reddish corridor of old portraits and domestic odors. Judging by the smells and sounds, that way lies the kitchen. I could use some warm soup right now.
Can't one always use some warm soup?
Getting nothing here. That's a lot of book right there. Not everything's gone digital, I guess. I find that strangely comforting. Oh, wow. Getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable. That's the concierge's prerogative.
Aye.
Been a while since I've seen one of these. The world has changed indeed.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
How about the darkness?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Of course. I should have known, really.
I've come to lurk in you again. That's all I can remember. Nothing that way. Nah, that's not the right direction.
I believe we've done everything apart from spell.
Shiny summoning thingy.
Yes.
And I mean shiny. Look at that thing. I could ring this all day long. I gotta get me one of these, for no good reason whatsoever. No resonance. Good evening.
Good evening, monsieur. My name is Serge, and I'm the concierge here. How may I help you?
It's quite the weather we're having out there.
Oh, yes. A freakster. They call it the Herbert, taking the entire world by storm.
Huh. Yeah. Paris is still beautiful in the storm, though.
I wholeheartedly agree, monsieur. She's the prettiest no matter the weather.
I believe I have the right address. Rue de Montmorency, 51. I'm interested in an apartment.
Everything is rented out, monsieur. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Well, yes, everything.
You seem to hesitate there. Is there maybe one you're holding on to for somebody?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
It's part of my job.
My interests are scientific in nature. I understand there's some historical significance to this building.
You are correct.
I could tell by the flyer, the giant portrait, and the words above your desk there.
May I see that apartment?
I'm afraid not, sir. As you well guessed, it is being held onto.
Held on to, huh? Any chance it's a mysterious person interested in stabilizing volatile elements and such?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
Does the name Olmstead ring a bell, Mr. Serge?
I do not know who you are or what are you seeking, but this conversation ends now. I have some soap on the stove and I must tend to it. Au revoir.
Whoopsie-doodle. Serge may be a curmudgeon, but he does show up whenever I ring for him. Kind of cruel, but also fun. I'm guessing we're gonna keep ringing and... Hello to me again.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Monsieur Serge.
Makes no difference. I cannot show you the apartment, and that is final.
I don't think I can pay handsomely.
I find your reticence suspicious.
My reticence is born of loyalty and respect.
Loyalty to whom, Mr. Olmstead?
Oh, your inquisitiveness grows
Okay,
tiresome. I have things to do.
Seems like
Now,
we
if you'll
cannot
excuse
mention
me,
his name.
Please let yourself out.
Joke's on you, didn't take the bell away. Ahoy, ahoy.
Ah, it's you again. Look, monsieur, I have a wife on the stove and a soup is the other way around. My point is, I'm a busy man.
I just wanted to come clean. It's Olmstead who sent me. I was just testing you before.
Oh, really? I never saw
really,
you with anyone else before, let alone
You gonna fall for that?
sending someone. Allow me to remain suspicious as to your truthfulness.
Thank you.
The fact that you know his name does not mean you represent him or are even his friend.
You have the right to your opinion.
And the right to ignore your apartment visiting insistences.
I'm here for the thing Mr. Olmstead left behind. I'm sure
I'm
I
not
can
going
find a
to
way
go into
convince you
details
that I'm
on
his
said
representative.
thing.
Fine, I'll play along. Let me think. Something that only he and I would know.
Uh-oh.
Aha! All right. Could you perhaps tell me, Mr.
K-type.
Mr. K-type, do you know what his nickname for me was? That only he and I knew? And if you tell me that, I'm fully convinced he really did send you and hand you the key to Flamel's room.
Was it Sergio Leone? Really hope that, just because that would be funny. Was there any point where that was mentioned? I don't think we saw that anywhere, did we? I mean, we're gonna have to.
Sergio Leone?
Not even close.
Gramps?
Not by a long shot.
I'm surprised we got to try several of them.
Stretch?
No.
Flamel's what?
Room.
Rome?
Room. insufferable.
I don't recall right now. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Why am I not surprised? Anything else, monsieur?
Not for
No,
now, I guess.
if there's anything else, I'll ring the bell. Don't worry. Did it up? Did not.
It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, though, is a first-class ticket to Knapsville. Population Z's. That's the concierge's prerogative.
Okay. What would help us find out? Does look like a very suspicious key. Can we just?
I can't just blindly walk up there. Need someone to show me upstairs.
Do we just? Surely we don't just call him down again.
I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
Do we just? Surely we were meant to find out what the nickname was, but I'm not sure how.
Oh no, do you not have anything better to do with your time than
Not currently, no.
torture me, Mr. K-Type?
May I inquire about a book you have here?
You may. It is our Flamel Memorial Guest Book. I have been keeping it for more than 30 years now.
So it's one of those things you write your impressions in after visiting?
Would be
You
terrible
should
if
be a
something bad was to
detective.
happen to it,
How can I
wouldn't
give
it?
my impression on Flamel if you won't let me visit his rooms?
I don't know. Does this lobby elicit any historical enthusiasm in you?
Alright, I'd like to jot down my impressions of the place.
I'm afraid I can't let you personally do that, but I will be happy to write down whatever it is you wish.
Alright. By the way, what a beautiful quill you've got there.
Actually, it's a fountain pen, made to look like a quill.
Is the feather real?
Quite a real Corvus Corax feather, yes.
Oh,
A fine present from someone very close to my heart. What shall I write?
I, Donald R. K-Type.
Yes?
Knowing full well that this will go into recorded history.
Yes.
I'm compelled to
even
record
though it's a
into
bit
written history.
repetitive.
Yes.
That, through circumstances that were hard to predict.
Bon Dieu, is there more?
Oh, I've only just begun. I am a visitor to these strange.
Are we just gonna
francophone
make him
lands.
so annoyed that he lets us write instead?
So I staggered through the rain-slick streets of the metropolis.
In the name of all that is sacred, is there more?
For, in these precipitous times, my efforts to abscond the true nature of my incursions into the obscure and forbidden.
Monsieur, you'll have to excuse me. I will be right back. Je viens, je viens.
Free pen. In his rush to attend to his wife and his soup, Serge left something behind, something that could help answer some questions.
Monsieur Serge seems to have forgotten his beloved pen there.
Could our
Pretty
ability
thing, I must admit.
perhaps reveal?
This is for you, Papillon.
Thank you.
Monsieur Omstef, it's beautiful. You are too kind.
As Mac Viper says, never touch another man's pen.
Was the nickname based on the movie or the dog breed?